Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome to our video. Today my group and I will be present about our group project called Properties and Relation that cover transitive, reflexive and symmetric. Before we start our presentation, let me introduce our team members. Start with me, my name is Muhammad Danish Irfan Mizali. My metric number is 2023, 674 and 672.
My name is Naufal Hakimi bin Rosni Azwa and my matrix number is 2023 410 858.
My name is Muhammad Nur Harid Syafiq bin Muhammad Nasir. My matric number is 2023 21 3286.
My name is Muhammad Naufal bin Ismail and my matric number is 2023 239422.
I will introduction about properties of relation. Properties of relation, we have three kind of relations. First, we have reflexive relation. Second, we have symmetric relations. And third is we have transitive relation. So I will go through first for the reflexive relations. So a relation is reflexive if every element in the set is related to itself. For example, we have set A 1, 2, 3 and relation R 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. So the relation is reflexive because each element is related to itself. So the second relation is symmetric relation. A relation is symmetric if when an element is related to another. The second is also related to the first. The third is transitive relation. A relation is transitive when one element is related to a second and the second is related to a third and the first also have related to the third. So for the problem statement, we have the goal is to develop a program that analyzes and process a given set of elements and their relations. So this program should be able to read input and analyze the properties of the input entered. And also can display the result. It is a reflexive, symmetric and transitive. So the conclusion will be is the relation is an equivalent to the set or not equivalent to the set.
So this is the flowchart for our program. As you run the program will ask the user to enter the input and then it will parse the relation of the input. This step involves interpreting the data to determine the relation, and then the program will check whether the input is reflexive, symmetric or transitive. And then it will generate reflexive, symmetric and also transitive closure. Last but not least, it will display the closure and also the output of the program. And then next we are going to see the programming code of our program. We create the frame for the output as it will make the output look cleaner. And then we also have the code for input and output for the user, and then we also create a button to make the user use the program more easier. And then as you can see on the screen, we also have the layout code for our program and also the layout attribute that will lead to the output of the program.
So for this segment code, we have input pass for AB format. We also have error handler. It will display invalid input format. Please use AB CD format if the format for the input is invalid. We also have check properties for the reflexive, symmetric and transitive. It will check the input is true or false. So for the last, we have generate closure for properties. So this is the closure for the reflexive, symmetric and transitive. Also we have the display result segment. It will show as the we use. So for the three function, we have reflexive function, symmetric function and transitive function. We use to check whether the input we use is true or false value. So for the last, this function is to represent pair of the element A and B.
Now we proceed for the demonstration. As you can see right here, this is coding that we just made before. And if we compile this coding, the first page will be appear as the welcome screen. This page will be shown the title of our project called Properties and Relation System. The system will read the set of elements and its relation. So in this section, we'll show some instruction that user must do before using the system. So the user must enter the input by using the criteria or format that was given in there. For example, the user must provide the set of relation that contain pairs of element in the format of order pair. For example, like in the bracket that have a 1 and 2 number, which represent how different elements are related. Once we click the start button, the main page will be appear. On top of page, the instruction said the user must enter the element by following the given format. So let me enter the element. And we click this check properties button. So the result will be like this. From the input element, we can see the element contains 3 properties, which is reflexive, symmetric and transitive. If the input element has followed these 3 properties, the true sign will be shown at this section. At the bottom part, the properties closure will ensure that the relation adheres to those properties by adding the necessary pairs to make the relation reflexive, symmetric or transitive. If the user enter the wrong format of element, such as like this, the output will show the message that remind user to enter the correct format of element. And if the user enter the uncompleted element like this, that we know this set of element doesn't have enough symmetrical element. So the output will be like this.